Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about objects used in JavaScript, especially in a So if you come to classwork and common algorithms and projects in pinned area, you can click on the step-by-step guide. And when you click on it, all of our materials are here. And I want to show you the objects, which is from Code Academy. And they started with how not to describe an object. These are the restrictions. You cannot have spaces in your object name. You cannot start with key like expression values, and you cannot use like a plus sign at the beginning. It's invalid to use these. And how do you declare an apple? Like, how do you declare an object? You can just copy this example. Right now, this is the example. You can start from here. We can get all the code. Okay, I'm just gonna try to get slowly here. And I'll go to opencode.org, a new project. And I'm gonna actually make a cookie monster. Save this. So just start with understanding what an object is. We copy this, and every object, as you see in the step-by-step, you can separate by using commas. So commas, you can move to the new line. Every comma, you can move to the new line, as you see here. A new object you are describing, a new object, and then you can separate by curly braces, and you can match them by using indent. So this belongs to here, and this belongs to the other one, so it should be more indented. So you can follow this, and you can say inner, this belongs to the price, and this belongs to the apple. So if you run this one, reset run, it will give you error because code.org uses ES5, which is an old version of JavaScript description, ES5. And it's ECMAScript 5, which is renewed in 2015. The current one is ES6, which is JavaScript 6. So instead of const, you just need to say var, and it's gonna work. So look at here, it works. And then we want to put a if we want to see this, we can say apple on the watcher, and we can see that there's an object. As you see, our object inside an object. So this object has another object. So I'm gonna see object, which is like apple dot color. So when I write apple dot color, I see the green color. But when I say apple dot price, it says apple.price is an object, so it won't give me the values of this object. I need to go in detail. This is another inside an object, and I need to say bulk to retrieve it. So I need to say apple, and what is the apple price for bulk? And it's $3. But if I want small quantity, when you buy it in small quantity, you will see the price. So this is the values. And where did we use this? In our previous project, we use event, which is an object, right? So here, if I go to any event, and in this event called screen, I wanted to see the event, right? Event. And when I clicked on this event, I said, let me see the event by using console.log. And then I printed the event. And when I printed the event, reset run, I saw like in click event, as you see here, whenever I click, I see an object description. So this object description was between the curly braces and comma separated, and the variable name. This is called keys, the variable name and the values. So now that we know how to declare an object, let's use it in code. So very simple student object, and I'm gonna change this student object to a monster object, and I want to move this object in the screen. So I'm gonna get this student object, right? And I will get that student object and I will change that student object. So I'm gonna just keep this right now, delete, and somehow it saved all of them. So I'm just gonna delete all here. So I have a student object which is name, score, and grade. And then instead I said that I want to name this one as var monster, and my master name is cookie monster, right? Cookie monster. But this name is, we are gonna call like the master name as the image ID. Okay, so we are gonna say monster, cookie monster. We can just say cookie monster, cookie monster, and then the name. And then we want to have an X position to place the cookie monster. So I'm gonna choose randomly right now 100, and I'm gonna use the value of let's say 100 for this one too. And I need that set for the monster. I can also use like a sound object, and I can say sound. And then for the sound object, I can actually use a file name that I could, like, that file I'll show you. So I can store that monster sound here. Okay, so how do I show my object? I'm gonna delete this for a bit. So I want to show my monster by using image, and this image will use, and as you see, is an ID and URL. So I'm just gonna look at the ID. The ID is stored in monster.name, so I'm gonna refer to it as monster.name is my ID. And when I say choose, I already uploaded monster.png from here. I looked at PNG egg, and then I downloaded a PNG for monster, cookie monster, and also the cookie. And then for the sound, I want to soundboard and get the sound for the cookies. So we are going to use that one for the cookie monster. So we have the image, and I will show the image on set position. And where do I show this image at? What is the name of the image? Monster.name is the ID, and I want to show monster.x, monster.y, comma, and we are gonna show it for 100 by 100 is the size. Okay, so right now without the sound, this should be working. As you see, the monster is here. But I want to also play the sound, right? Whenever I show, I want to play sound. And this play sound, if I go to show blocks, play sound, I can actually upload this by choose and make new sound. I already copied this or uploaded this. So all I need to do is copy this MP3 name to my sound. And then what I will do is put the sound here, cookie.mp3, and all I do is monster.sound. So now I need to see. So whenever I show the monster, it shows, it places it, and it plays the sound. So we want to use this sound when the cookie is gonna eat the cookie. So let's show a cookie on the screen. So this one was the code is we declared a monster. Let's copy the monster and create a cookie. So with the cookie, we want to get cookie monster, and as you see, like, we could even put the image IDs, this one here. So monster image sound is here, comma, we can put img and paste the monster image here. And then when we are showing inside the image, we can say monster.img. So when I'm gonna show the cookie, I can just copy this, right? The same thing. And then I could just say show cookie.name, and then we would say cookie.img. Okay, so the ID to create the cookie. So here cookie is name is, we can say cookie1. So, and then we could place this randomly. So let's say random number, and we will create between 0 to 200. And same thing for y, let's keep it at 0 to 200. And then the ID of, we don't have a sound for the cookie, but we have an image. And the image is cookie. Image is, our image will be cookie.png. Cookie.png. So we have an image, name, and cookie once. We are showing that, so we should just see a huge cookie. So if you cookies, so as you see, I'm gonna pause the sound. So the cookie is big because we did not do the set position. We need to do the set position same as the monster. So we are gonna do is cookie.name. So if you use the properties same, you know that like it's a standard. Every object that you have a name, which is the ID, and then every object you have has an X and Y. Cookies, of course, we need to measure the cookie is right now like here to here. So if this is 100 by 100, it's like 50 right in here, right? So we need to see when it is close to the mouth, you could eat that. So let's make it for like 50 by 50, so the cookie is smaller. Reset run. So you see like cookie will get in and then we will eat the cookie. So the next thing that we want to make for this game, it's already 11 minutes, but we created the monster, we created a cookie, and we want to actually create a function. So this is right now is everything is out. Let's create a nice function called make monster, right? So we want to say make we could say make object, right? Make object. We could say make object, and then as you see here, monster and cookie both have X name and size, and we can just make up. No, we just make let's do make monster. We will abstract later. Make monster. Well, make monster should have all this here, but what is good practice is keep the variable var monster and cookie declared outside so that you can refer to them later on in the program. So declare them outside, don't refer to them any, but then here remove the var keyword, so you create the monster inside make monster. And then you can do the same function, put here, so make cookie, and then delete that var keyword because we already declared the cookie above. So we have a make cookie, we open curly braces, and then we say, hey, this is the cookie values right now, and then this is for the cookie object, and we need to close this curly brace with the function. So one more here, so this is for the function. So what we want to do is put this images also inside these make objects, right? So we declared this object and created it, and we also use this to place it. So we created a make monster, and then we have this image cookie that we are going to move around. So this one is just to make, but then with move we will we will create another function for move. So we always do like monster depends on user control, and cookie moves itself. So any XY location, we can say bounce around any, and then only like the cookies, or cookies can come from like bottom or top. Let's do like cookies come from top, which is 0, and come all the way down. So the monster, you need to eat it before it hits the height. So you can create a function called move cookie. And then here in move cookie, all you do is we need to close the function. So move cookie. So move cookie is gonna, the purpose is a move cookie object. And then initially what we said was cookie needs to start from negative. So we are gonna start we are gonna start from a negative 10 until 0. So anywhere from Y location, and then it will come down. And then what we need to do is we just increase the cookie Y. So we will say cookie Y equals to cookie Y plus, we go down. So we are gonna do like a 5. 5 generally is a lot, but we can do it with 3. You know, it's you can test it afterwards. And all you do is actually we just need to move this here. So let's move, create this object and set position to move the cookie. So reset run, as you see, you won't see it because we did not call make cookie or move cookie. So this is gonna be move cookie. And we need to move the cookie object, and we need to call these functions. So first, let's call these objects, right? So first, make master, and then after we make master, we make cookie, and then after we make cookie, we are gonna time loop for 300 milliseconds. We are gonna call move cookie. So here, move cookie and semicolon. So now we should see the monster and the cookie is moving, and we want to use, actually, is we want to move the monster by using the key press, and that will be in another video. Or if you could do it, try to do it yourself, we'll see how much we learned from the other assignments. All right, I'll pause here. It's already 16 minutes. I hope this helps you to learn the objects.